Hello, I'm Andrew Garley. I'm a spiritual medium, healer and teacher. Today I'd like to discuss ways to reduce stress using meditation. So what is stress? Well, it's something that we all experience through life, whether it be moving home, changing jobs, births, buying a new car. But frequently stress comes in from when we push ourselves too far. Certainly in a workplace where we have demands that really feel like they're exceeding what we're capable of doing. So, what happens with stress? What are the kind of symptoms that we experience? Well, stress can be pretty nasty. It gives you all kinds of health problems, feeling of not being able to cope. It may even cause you to not have a good night's sleep, being restless. It can cause depression. It can cause all kinds of side effects and generally make you feel unwell, depressed, and very much the inability to cope. So how do we actually alleviate this stress? Now, stress releases hormones into the body that can be very damaging to us. And it's well documented across the internet and many other studies that stress can be a killer. So it's something that we really do need to tackle. So I'm going to teach you a technique called the core integration technique. What is this exactly? Well, basically within the center of us is this absolute stillness, this purity that isn't part of this world. It's who we truly are. We may have a job and we may do this and we may say that we're a bank manager or that we're a student, but this doesn't actually reflect on who we truly are. That isn't the person that you are, it's just something that you're doing. And often you find that working through life, whether you be studying or working, we do so much we lose track of who we really are. So this is where stress comes in. We're putting too much load and stress on our body, and eventually the body has this mechanism. And this mechanism typically manifests in terms of health. And what we can find is that the subconscious mind eventually needs to slam the brakes on, which we usually experience as some kind of illness or going to the doctors and getting a sick note. So, I'm going to show you a technique now that just 10 minutes a day can transform your life, make you better able to cope, make you feel better about life in general. It will relax you, it will reduce your blood pressure, it will improve relationships, concentration, creativity, many benefits from this technique I'm about to show you. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the technique now, and then after I've shown you this technique, I'm going to go into other areas and describe problems or difficulties that you may have and techniques of actually how to get into this sort of state depending on where you live and how you live your life. So one of the fundamental things about this stress relief is you need to shut out the world. So ideally you want some music in the background, some earphones, or whatever you may find that just shuts the world out. Now ideally you need to be comfortable, not too hot and too cold, because the objective here is to shut out the bodily senses and, of course, quieten the mind. And it is this process that has the magic. So let me just show you a technique of how we do this, the core integration technique. So what we need to do, first of all, is make sure that our shoulders aren't hunched up, because this is a common thing in stress, and when we're uptight we hold a lot of tension within our shoulders. So just be aware of your body, just relax your shoulders, and often we hold a lot of tension within the jaw, within the mouth. We sort of tend to bite our teeth. So what we need to do is just be aware and think, oh, just relax your body. Now typically what you need to do is have both feet firmly on the floor in an upright, comfortable position. Now certainly in this technique there's no need to fold your legs or follow any advanced techniques. What I'm going to show you is a simple and easy way that you can achieve with great results in a very short space of time. So you've settled yourself down, you're comfortable. Now ideally you don't want the bright sunshine shining on your eyes. It doesn't really matter. The more experienced that you actually become, this becomes less of a problem, because eventually you'll be able to meditate anywhere at any time. So first things first, what I want you to do is take a breath in through the nose, nice and steady, and just hold it just for a moment. And then breathe out through your mouth. And as you breathe out, just mentally say to yourself, I let go. Now do this again, in through the nose, hold, and then release out through the mouth. And this creates a kind of a rhythm, and it's already starting to relax you.